Hello and welcome on another voyage through space-time. How are we all today? Taking a deep breath in and exhale. Allowing yourself to come back to your center, to the earth, to this now moment, and allowing yourself to release anything that no longer serves you, that you've been holding on to, or any thoughts now, allowing them to be released down into the earth as you come back to a space free from worries, anxieties or fears, coming back to the heart, taking deep breaths in and exhaling, slowing down the breath, starting to bring your awareness back into this body that you inhabit for this lifetime on this earth. This is a sacred temple, a vessel for which our souls come into when we are born, and then we leave the body when we die and return back to source. And so in the time that we are here on this earth, we should love our bodies no matter how they look, for they are precious. They were gifted to us by Pachamama, Mama Gaia, the earth. This is what she has gifted us with, and so we should thank her and bless our bodies, thanking them for all they do for us, all that we are not even consciously aware of. The body takes care of all life processes while we predominantly live in our minds and it carries on, ticks over even while we are sleeping. So let us take a moment to give thanks now to our bodies. Thanks for allowing us to move freely on this planet, and sometimes it can be difficult. There can be pains, aches, dysfunctions, problems, lethargy, fatigue. Your body may not look like how you want it to look. And all these things slowly, with the passage of time, and with slowly starting to begin to appreciate your body and giving some of your time to take care of your body with good foods that feel nutritious to you for your body, good exercise in a form that does not cause pain but actually allows the endorphins and serotonin to flow freely. So find the sport that really activates you, no matter what it may be. In my case, dancing, swimming, cycling. I feel a rush from these activities. I used to go jogging, but I hated it. I would be in pain, I would get stitches, I would be hardly being able to breathe, so it wasn't the exercise for me. From others, certain people I see smiling as they're jogging, and I'm like, they're the right people to be jogging. The ones who are getting the rush, endorphin rush, the feeling of freedom and liberation. And so find the sport or sports that call to you, that when you get lost, I can go in the water and swim and just get lost and lose all the thoughts and just completely come back to or found rather than lost, get found back in the water and finding just the bliss of the moment. So take care of your body and allow it to be as it is, and support it with love, constantly coming back to the awareness that your body is sacred will remind you to give it the love that you would give something that you view as sacred. When you start to see yourself as sacred, when you start to see yourself as born from the stars themselves, from the very universal matter that we all first came from, stardust, and that we are all part of this grand cosmic play, here to experience life in its multitude. And some days may not be easy. Some days may be stagnant, lethargic, old karmic patterns coming up and difficulties, and the body may feel heavy. And that's okay. It's one day, it's one moment in life. There are many moments, nothing is constant, everything changes. So no matter where you are feeling right now in your consciousness, accept it. Accept how you are right now. And if you feel that you want to grow and really start to love yourself, take care of yourself, know your own limits, don't push yourself to the point of pain and suffering and destruction. Remember why you are doing the things you're doing. Remember the love that you hold within, and tap back in when it feels difficult to carry on or to see your path. So accepting the divine feminine energies is such an important part of life. The divine feminine is the unconscious part of life. It's the intuition, it's the daydreaming, it's the exploring, the wandering, the playfulness, the walking without direction, the taking a path that you never would have gone normally. It's that change. Advert. It's that change. It's that willingness to trust something deeper than what you think you know. So it's coming back home in yourself, tapping back to your higher self and that innate knowledge and wisdom within you, that knows where you should be and knows what you should be doing in any given moment. And if that's to rest, then rest. And if it's to move, then move. Do what your instinct is telling you to do. Be free. You are free. Don't get held down in suffering and blaming yourself for not moving when you need to be resting, or for we need the rest to be able to take action. There is no separation. There is unification now of divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So life will be accepted in the moments where you feel to be more in yourself, more introspective, more allowing for your time to have your visions and to explore the realities that are out there, because this is a time of creating anew. We're creating this planet anew, so our visions are important, and we can't take the correct action in life without first dreaming up the possibilities and deciding which one we want to go down, because we are multi-dimensional beings. We can do so much. There are so many options open and available for us. And so we can begin to dream, begin to see the realities that we wish to see in this world, begin to create with our imagination. And then once we know in our bones, once we know in our soul, once we know in our heart dearly truly what we want to see, we can go out into the world and create that magnificence and that beauty. You cannot have the feminine without the masculine, and you cannot have the masculine without the feminine, and we've seen that through history. Taking just the masculine energy into the world and things start to go askew, because you're no longer led by your heart, you're no longer led by your intuition. You go towards more the rational, the logical, and just, we've seen it go to survival rather than compassion, rather than sharing. Maybe we should change survival of the fittest to sharing or something, cooperation. I don't know, we need a new phrase now, because society can't follow a survival of the fittest. We can't afford to treat people in that way anymore. As our hearts open up, we are all starting to realize we're all the same, and yet we're all here with a different perspective and a different vision, but we're all part of the same energy of love and light. So we all have different things here to do, but we all hold the same energy currents, and we all come from the same place, and we all go to the same place. So once we can begin to accept each other and be able to cooperate, collaborate, co-create, and be willing to be open to new ideas and new ways of doing things, those are the businesses that will thrive, are the ones that are willing to take a leap into the unknown, into something to create a better future, one that's going to benefit everyone and everything, living and not non-living, benefiting humanity and nature and animals and everything, that the planet herself. So yes, coming back home, taking a few breaths now. I'm going to put the volume down a bit, and we'll just do a little meditation now, and I'll guide you through. I'm just going to lie down a bit like this and get comfortable. Get cozy, get comfortable, get relaxed. Allowing yourself coming back to the breath. The life force within us. Now I want you to imagine that you are standing or sitting on a mountain ledge. Trees surround you. You've come out from a beautiful forest. And there you stand, or sat perched on the edge of a cliff. In front of you, you see a beautiful valley stretching on either side. Mountains, high and low, ranging all around, forming a giant circle that goes on into infinity beyond the horizon. And in the center, you see a beautiful shimmering lake or sea a watery body, beautifully rippling waves, gently lapping up the shore. You see a beach. No one is around, this is just you. You hear the wind, the breeze in the sky and the trees, as if there is a symphony, an orchestra, nature in front of you and behind, around. The mountain behind you has a motherly feel, a soft hill-like texture, grassy field stretching up and across and around and behind and below, embracing and encasing. You feel protected, you feel warm. You notice the sun up high above, beginning to gently drop down towards the horizon. You know that soon there will be a magnificent sunset later on. And for now, you close your eyes and bask in the heat of the sun as it re-energizes your whole body. You breathe in the air and you hear birds and eagles singing their songs as they fly in the sky and chirping in the trees. You hear dolphins and whales far in the distance, billowing up. You see them jumping in the distance and you hear their songs far away, yet the vibration is carried to your ears. You hear the frequency. You feel a sense of connection to all that is. You sense many animals in the forest, many insects. You may see some butterflies, some dragonflies, some bees, flies, ladybirds, all going about their day, some ants wandering by. You may hear a distant owl, strange at this time of the day. Sounding its sounds, a reminder of the moon and the night to come. You feel a sense of freedom and expansion as you look across the horizon and the landscape. You see some mountains in the distance that look almost black in the shadow contrast of the sky and the depths and the distance. And the heights, the magnificent peaks, starkly contrasting the mountain you are on, gives almost a fatherly feel, one of protection, shielding you from all that you no longer need. Here you are free to be however you want to be. Now, using your imagination, imagining now that you can fly. Maybe you want to imagine yourself with some wings or some aerodynamics on your feet, or just simply that as you walk, you can walk in the air itself. Now imagining jumping off the cliff into the sky, walking in the sky, flying in the sky, a sense of freedom, knowing that here you are free in your imagination. You can fly, soaring up high above the sky. You fly with the eagles and the hawks. You drift low towards the seas, maybe touching the water, skirting the water, and coming back up into the sky. High up above the clouds. You are free. You let yourself relax and you fall down into the sea, diving into the sea, far down to the depths of the sea, finding that you can breathe underwater. Maybe imagining now you have a fin. You are now a mermaid, or merman, or merbeing, or whale, or dolphin, and you can swim far down, far below the sea, down into the depths of the ocean. You see different creatures, different fish, amphibians, creatures that light up, dazzling lights, strange shapes. And now you begin to drift and find yourself going down into a cave-like underground system. There is a circular platform at the base, and as you swim further down, you see different entrance points around in the circle, going into the ground itself. You go down into one of these caverns, swimming, and feel the temperature change. The water gets warmer, and you soon find yourself coming to an opening, the light getting brighter, dazzling, the water becoming crystalline. Jewels and pearls and diamonds glisten in the cavern walls as you swim through an open space, an enormous cavern with an ancient temple in its center, overflowing trees and waterfalls, mountains, and land far, far, far above in the sky. Rivers seemingly drifting in the air, and you can swim through the streams, and you can fly through the air. The air is of like a soap bubble-like texture. You are like a soap bubble floating around, and it is easy to go wherever you want to go. Your body is light. You feel an energy growing from the center. You start to begin to see golden rays coming from the center, radiating out and up and down. The whole space becomes illuminated with light, and rainbow colors shine bright throughout the whole cavern. You feel a call, you hear a sound, a pull to swim or float to the center, the nexus point of the light. As you approach, You feel all your cells tingling in delight. Every part of you becoming light. You feel whole. You feel complete. You are smiling. You shine so bright. And you become one with this golden light. Breathe. You receive the blessing from the golden light and are ready to come back to your body in this now moment. Taking your time to say goodbye and thank the golden light and all the beings full of light with you, your guides, your support, your connection to Source, all within you, in your mind. Thanking the universe, thanking Mama Gaia, thank you, Shishinya. Leaving this sacred space, knowing that it is only one thought away, that you can come back to this light, come back to this temple, come back to this cavern, to this dome, to this cliff, to this forest, whenever you so desire, finding the peace and the nourishment that you need to shine your light onto the world. Namaste. Blessed thy all be. And remember, you are free. to your body. Take a deep breath. You are here. You are free.